Hey Stampers, it's Gaynor again, and we're back with part 3. And silly me went away and cut my papers. I'm going to use some of these on there as well. Thought I'd press record and added my inserts. I've got a tiny little gap there which I want to sort out, and I added a piece of paper because I wanted to line these strips. I thought I'd press record. And I've accidentally gone over the fold line there, so I'm going to cover that with a bit of lace at the end, and I added the inserts, and then I realised I wasn't recording, so I've stopped what I was doing. I've had a bit of a clean up. I've cut my pieces for my back and my front, which we're going to do shortly. I don't know why I started adding those inserts as well on the inside, because we haven't finished page 7 and 8 yet, but this is going to be for the front cover as well. I just wanted to get everything prepped. Absolutely stunning, beautiful. So what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to attach them, but I'm going to leave them hanging over just a little bit. So you've got the gap there, see it there? So that I'm going to leave hanging over the edge, both front and back, and then attach ribbon and tie it that way. But they are absolutely beautiful on there, aren't they gorgeous? So once the paper's on, I'll get my glue gun out and we'll attach those on there, and then we can add some lace later. I've just found a roll of beautiful lace that I bought in the range, and this is adhesive backed, so this is going to go on there somewhere. There we go, let's get that. I've cleaned the floor, it's now dirt free. Well, I picked up the bits, but this has already got adhesive on the back. I haven't got to add this, so I might add that. We're going to add some pockets on the inside and on the inside cover and back cover, so I might add some of this beautiful lace in here once we've decided what we're doing, just to disguise where that paper is. Beautiful. We'll get to that though when we go. Let's finish off page 7 and 8, and then we'll go back to these later on. So I don't know why I did that. Just trying to be clever, I think. So this is now going to be page 7, 8, and then we're going to do the covers. So on page 7, you need you need a piece of black, which is 7 by 7, score at 1/2 inch on 3 sides, because we're going to make a pocket. And this one is 6 by 6.5, score the long side at 1/2 inch and attach to the pocket. And we're going to attach it either to the left or to the right. I haven't decided yet. So we could attach it at the bottom. We could attach it on the side. You know, we can attach it on that side, or we could attach it that side. It's or even at the top. It's entirely up to you. But again, I'm going to go across with my decorative punch, and I'm just going to. But first of all, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to mitre those corners before I get through to my punch. So I've now cleared the top of my bin so I can pop stuff in there. Typical. And I'm going to do this just the way I did the others. I'm going to pop that in. I do like this little border punch, it's cute. Perfect. This way I can see that I've got it in the right place. Oh, a tiny little fraction there. Just a little bit more there. Perfect. So I can scoop this now, put it straight in the bin. Perfect. So there goes that punch. And for the DSP then, we're going to have to adjust, because I've just cut that out. So I'm just looking, I'm going to nick that end off again, just because it's poking up a little bit higher. And that side's perfect. just want it to look beautiful. You go to all this effort. So don't forget to keep your page 7 opening on that side. Remove the bottom just a touch whilst we attach. So line that up right along the edge. Once you've got it into place, you can take it off and you can just burnish that now. And then we're going to attach our sides. Why does that feel like it's not over enough? Oh, it's just me. So remove it. And I'm going to pull this so it's right along that edge. And pull. And then burnish. Burnish. And then we can do the same on this side. Just making sure it's all nice and flat. Burnish. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So now we only need a small piece of designer series paper to tuck into there. I'm going to see what I've got here. I'm going to cut that to 5 3/4. I'm just going to say, let's have a look at the gap. 1 1/2, maybe 1 3/4. And I've just seen there that it says create your own dreams, so I'm going to have that bit. You see it running along there? Create your own dreams. Oh, I'm loving it. They're going in my scraps pile. This will then get tucked inside there. May I have to take another smidgen off because of the folds. Nothing major. And then that can sit just inside there. Oh no, I've done. Let me have a look. I should have lifted it up. There we go, onto the flap. Oh, gainer, 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 gainer. Now I've got it too short because I never lifted it up under those flaps. Will that really be that noticeable? Oh, that's not too bad, is it? Yes, come on. Oh, and I found a new pin, and it goes all the way down to the bottom. So I'm going to turn this the right way. Just squeeze that enough for me to, oh, don't lay down yet. I keep that right along this edge so you can see those words in there. Finishing all that, make sure it's all nice and neat. Oh, beautiful. Create your own dreams. Oh, isn't that lovely? So let's see what papers we got left up here. We haven't got much blue, and I know this is not off this set, but I can just get a pencil. It's all the colours match. So I'm using up scraps now, as you can tell. Other piece. I'm going to add that way. That way we can add photos on there as well, or some cardboard. We haven't used the cardboard cutouts yet, but you'll see how beautiful it is once it all gets attached inside the book. Beautiful. So let me see, that piece then worked out at 5 7/8 by 5 3/4. And that is just absolutely gorgeous. Now we need to, oh, mind you, it's got to be, it's going to get covered up anyway, so we're going to attach that on there, and then we can find some more DSP. So again, line up your edge. You could add loads more pockets and stuff to this if you wanted. Perfect. Just burnish that into place. So when we open up, we've got, I've done it again with the papers. Gaynor, Gaynor, Gaynor. Right, rubber. I've just had it. Oh, there it is. Staring me in the face. Just going to add the pin again, just because it keeps clogging up. That piece will fit in there beautiful. So this needs to be 5 3/4. Let's have a look. Beautiful. I need a piece for the front as well, so that's not quite big enough. Oh, no, not long enough. Oh yeah, perfect. So that needs to be 5 3/4. I love this little trolley behind me, it's brilliant. So, that one's going on the inside. Nice little border all the way round. Oh, there it is, there's my other pin. Oh no, it's not, it's the one I just taken off. How did that attach to me then? Clinging on like that. So we could choose to have a pail. I'm going to have the pail. We can add some more of those beautiful cardboard clips. And I think I've made 3 albums now with this. One, oh no, 2 I've made. 2. I'm sure I've used it on something else as well. But well worth it. Give them a good adhering down. And let's go through our little collection here. We've got these gorgeous cutouts. There's quite a lot of them there. That could even go down there as a tuck spot, or even in the centre as a tuck spot. I'm going to just glue 3 sides onto there. Just a thin line. then we can attach that right there, keeping it nice and straight, roughly in the middle. Leave that to go off. Doesn't take long with this. Love that glue. Perfect. And then again we can add some, you know, some of these little tickets inside. Nothing too long. The word dream. They're beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And then I'm going to use one of these. I'm going to pop that up there as they can write dates or what event it was. And I think I just put it on upside down. Oh, I have as well. But because there's no writing on there, no one will know. So, there we have. So we've got journaling spot there. We've got a big huge pocket to put photo mats in there. They can add photos here. We've got a tuck spot and they could add a photo on there, but would you want to cover that up? So now we're on to page 8, finally. Yay! So let me pop my lid on my glue while I have a chat. And here we are now on to page 8. You're going to need one at 6 by 8 3/4, and you're going to score it at 4 1/4 and 4 1/2. And then you're going to need one at 6 at 4 3/4, and you're going to score the short side at 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch. So there's that piece, and it's scored at 4 1/4 and 4 1/2. And then this piece is going to get attached on inside there with a little gusset, because it's going to have some pull-outs in the centre, so that needs to be attached there. Page 6, page 7, it said magnets. I don't think I needed a magnet on there. I don't think it needs one. No, because that's sitting up perfect. I may add the magnets on here, but that, because that's got a gusset, this needed to have a gusset. So remove your tape, push that flat just while you attach these on the inside. So get that nice and flat. Perfect. And then we can stand that back up. So there's the gusset, and there's the gusset on that side as well. That is perfectly straight. So on the back of page 8, that is going to go on there. Or we could attach it this way. So I'm going to need my designer series paper. Which is a bit short. Ah, a trick. But no, now to this. I want to try. Is that wide enough? Yes, I'm just going to cut that down. Because that's going in the centre, and it's the same width, you could really skip on your DSP and add 2 inches there and 2 inches there, because this is going to get glued down and no one would ever know. Why is that? I don't know. So if you wanted to save on DSP, you could do it like that, but this is going to go to, it's 5 3/4 by 7 1/4. Whoops. Oh, look at that. Oh, Gaynor. Just took a smithering. I don't know, but that is just gorgeous. Love it. Oh, it's plenty big enough. Plenty. But because you've got it all sides, you can add it whichever way round you want to then. Plenty of glue on. Gorgeous. Where's my bone folder? I love it. Time is flying, never to return. So this now, you could add this way, you could add this way. It's entirely up to you. Because these two pieces, these are measured at, these are 5 by 8.5, both of them, and you're going to score at 4 and 8. And then what we're going to do, we're going to attach that onto there. So I'll do that now and then I can show you. So just add that. Onto there, all the way, making sure it's right on the end. So level that up. Oh, that's better. Get that nice burnish. And then this is going to be attached inside here. So you would add your DSP now, and then this becomes a pull out. So you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 photo mats on there. So I'm going to find a piece of DSP just to go in the centre of that. And the DSP needs to be, whoops, wrong page. That's that. That's for that. So this is 5 3/4 by 4. I don't want to keep adding the same stuff though. I've got them all cut out somewhere. There we go, there's that one. Or we could use the blue. I'm going to go with the blue, I like it. Now we've got to decide first. We are going to attach this into our page like this. That's there. We're going to need one for there. Beautiful, and we're going to need one for here. This, right, now you've got to be careful because that needs to be a little bit shorter for some reason. Ugh. So this one has to be 3 3/4. because it's slightly smaller, this piece, than that one. Perfect. Love it. Beautiful. I can just see a little bit of my pencil there. And then this is going to get attached inside there. So we can take this strip off. So give yourself a nice even border either side. And once you've got it into place, pull off your strip, and then this is, I'm going to put magnets on this one. Oh, I shouldn't have attached that paper. Oh, mind you, will it need it? Could I add a ribbon and tie that round instead? And then look, you've got all this photo matting space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to add plain white paper, and then I will add little stickers in the corners. Should have added a magnet really, but it's too strong to go through that. So that is going to get glued into there now. Beautiful. What a shame to hide that. So I'm going to put that down there because I want that there. I'm going to attach that at the bottom actually. We could add tape there, and there, and leave it as a tuck spot at the back as well. Ooh, let's do that. Oops. Let's turn this over. Let's add tape. Let's get my block. So I've only managed to use 4 magnets up to now, so I've still got 4 there. So we're doing it a little bit different. I'm loving it. Can't sing for a toppy. So I'm going to peel the bottom off first. Just a little bit. So I want this right down the bottom. I'm just going to go, I'm going to leave a fraction. I'm going to go at the very bottom of the designer series paper. Make sure that's in place. Pull it the right way, that would help. And then we can pull the sides off. Attach that. And attach that to that side. So I can open this and I can just burnish that tape. Make sure it's all the way down. And then these pieces will need to measure I think I've got it written down. 4 3/4 by 3 3/4, if I'm not mistaken yet. That's 5 by 4. So you'll need 7 pieces at 4 3/4 by 3 3/4 of white, and then I'm having one on the top as a little mat when I can find a piece. I wonder if I could cut one of these down and attach. I don't want that big huge border though. I oof, I could trim that down either side and use that. Yeah, let's do that. So let's take a smidge off that side and that side. Let's see where we are. What did I say? 4 3/4. In fact, I'm going to do 4 5/8. And this wide is 4, so I'm going to just take the little blue line off. Oh, look at that. I've cut it too short now. No worries, no worries, no worries, no worries, no worries. I'm going to attach that on there, and then I'm going to add a little strip of a border. Getting frugal with it. Loving that lady's face, she's so pretty. So we've got a nice thin border on this one. I'm going to grab my sticker sheet. Do you know what, I've said I've got my bin, and it's all going on the floor. So, do we have a nice little thin border? That's too thick. That would be too thick. Oh, what it? I can always snip that off at the end. Just perfect. Perfect. So where there's a will, there's a way. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Love it. So, and then we can, like I say, photo mat the rest. And there is that. We got our designer series paper. Let's have a look. That would fit on there just by taking a slither off either side. And I mean a slither, nothing off the top and bottom. So I'm leaving a little pink border. Just taking those off. Isn't that beautiful? Time for an adventure. That will fit on there now absolutely beautifully. Perfect. Oh, you could have the postcard even. Oh, I'm going to have the postcard and we can journal on it as well. Oh, beautiful. Just wonderful. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. So we just need one more for there. And again, we could use another one there for journaling on as well. I'm going to take a slither off the top and on the sides. Check that for perfect. just going to take a slither off the bottom. Perfect. Just perfect. Look at that. Lovely. Look at me singing. And I can't sing. Saved my life. I don't want to cover her up. Oh, I've got to. She's all over the book. I've got to do it. That is beautiful. Absolutely good. So there's page 8, 7 and 8, and we're going to add a couple of those behind as well. Oh my gosh, I love it. So that is page 7 and that's page 8. We've got tuck spots behind. We've got these pull-outs. Love it. I like the fact that that is just tipping over the top just a little bit. So it's just perfect. Love that. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Love it. Love it. Love it. Oh my word. It's beautiful. You get that postcard. And it's just gorgeous. Right. There we go. There is page 7. 8, 7. Which page there? 6, 5. 4 and 3 and 1, keep that on the left, and 2, that lovely little button closure. So that is how deep they're going to be, but you can then add photo mats up the top. I'm going to show one before the video finishes, and then we're going to add these now, and I'm going to start from the back all the way to the front so I can show you, and I can line my pages up perfectly. Whoops, that's just come undone. So I'm just going to have to keep hold of that. What I might do is I might just on this one edge is miter those out if I can get there. Oh, I don't know, right there. Just on the bottom corner I'm doing it. So it helps me to get those first pages tucked in. And I've just done them on a mitre. So we're going to peel back the tape. Just on half of it until we get it into place perfectly. Open your page and you want to slide this in, but you don't want to go all the way down to the bottom. You need this to be in here, so tuck it in. And then you're going to level it off, see? Oh, I'm going to have to take it off one side because you need it to be level. So making sure I'm getting it in the right hole. Oh, again. Alright, halfway down, line it up. Have I got the side in? And then you can just press that. And then come from behind, making sure you get it down far enough. Move your back in. And make sure I've got that all the way down. And attach that. There we go. Yay! That's my first page in. You don't want to go all the way down, but you need to leave a gap top and bottom as well. Bit of a struggle, but we got there. It's just that there's such chunky pages. So again, reach for your next page. If the bits fall out, we can put them straight back in a minute. So there's my gap. I'm going to take the tape off. Just on this side. I want to get this in again. And I want to make sure it's lined up with this page. Just checking. Beautiful. Oh, got it, lovely. And then we can just remove the tape from the back on the back side and just press that down. And my pages are bang on. Look at that. Love it. And I love the strips down there. Beautiful. Oh, I'm loving it. I think it's my best one yet. Perfect. Now again, remove the tape. You could put these in any order you want. I mean, I'm just doing this in the way I want them. So again, slot that in. Check your distance. Perfect, and it's again lined up beautifully. Oh, love it. So I'm going to peel off the back in. If you wanted, you could have added glue there to give it a bit of wiggle space, but I get in a mess with glue. And last, I have gone over that with my dust buddy as well. I should have gone over that with a bigger piece of black, oh excuse me, to make sure there it is. So slide it in, check your pages, push that in. That is gorgeous. OMG, I'm loving it. Remove your backings. Oh, love it. So there is your 4 pages in that album. Look how wide that is. Oh my goodness. We haven't finished yet though. So there's page 1 with our waterfall. This is page 2, and we can just, I could just tie that in a little loop, can I, right there. Let's tie that around there. Pop a little knot on it. And then that is, what have I done? Oh, I know what it is. It's the belly band that goes up. Oh, Gaynor, Gaynor, Gaynor. Well, we can pop stuff in the top. There's my little belly band on there. Maybe I should go down a bit further with that button. But it doesn't matter. We got a tuck spot back here and a lovely little pocket. Open up here. Oh, I've got to put DSP there. So I'm going to add white on those. I'm going to leave that down the side. And then we've got this one here. And we've got a little pocket there as well, with a magnetic closure. And we've got this side for photo matting. And then we've got this beautiful side here with a magnetic close. We've got our beautiful big huge pocket there, space, and we've even got a little tuck spot back here as well. And then we've got a tuck spot back here, and then we've got this gorgeous concertina, and I love it. And now we're going to concentrate on the inside cover. And again, I'm just going to grab some black card. I'm going to use an extra, probably an extra 1 or 2 pieces. And so that's, oh, I'm going to need this at, so that is 7 3/4. Let me just grab my ruler. So 6, 6 1/2. My DSP is 6 1/4, so 6 1/4 and 7 1/4. By, I only say 4, maybe 3 3/4, 3 1/2, oh 3 1/2. And then we're going to keep those because we're going to be using them somewhere on the back. So we've used an extra 1 piece. I'm just going to score this at 1/2 inch on 3 sides. Nip off the corners. My other tops. Come in with this. Beautiful. Golden burnish. And I'm sticking with the same punch. I was going to swap it over, but I have only got another one, which is just rings. So while it glues out, I'm just going to glue it into place. So Mr. Boyce is putting my tea on. And his, obviously. It's all about creating space to put stuff. And then I'm just going to fetch this in. And I'm going to glue this right down here. And right along the edge. I've lost, there it is. Perfect, 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 perfect. we've got, oh, don't forget you've got these open spaces at the top for more mats. So you could add photo mats in the top. I would say that was about the right width. So 4 3/4 by the length. So maybe, and have tabs. You could have a fancy border and leave it so it's hanging out the top higher, so it pokes, you know, like with that border we've just done on there. Oops, let me just make sure that's glued down. This border along the top sticking out just above the page, and with a little ribbon or something on, and so people can, 1 2 3, so you need 4 of those. Just making sure that's stuck down. And then on the inside with this piece, oh, I can't believe that, I am going to again have that, which is 8. So I'm going to cut this to 9. And I'm going to have another inside pocket. So if this is 12, I'm going to take 3 off. And then we're going to go off 1/2 inch on 3 sides. Whoops, don't go a bit mad there, like I am too heavy-handed. And this is going to be a side pocket on there. So you can tuck things in on the side, because I was a bit short with my DSP. No, I meant it to be like that. So I'm going to use this punch one more time. Oops. Flew at me. So this is going to get adhered into here. Right along that edge. Look at that. And I'm not even going to add DSP on there, I don't think. So I think that's lovely. So I'm going to grab my tape. Nick that off a little bit. Perfect. Peel back the tape, as we've been doing throughout. Of course, weighs a ton. Just going to line that right up at the edge. Get that level. Where's the tape on there? Perfect. That's cute. Peel those back. Oh, I can smell that food. Ooh. Perfect. Oh, love it. Oh, mind you, we've still got another piece, loads of this left from the 12 by 12. And I'm going to look at that beautiful clock. What's the width? So from there to there is 4, so 3 3/4 by 7 3/4. So I'm just gonna 7. So let me mark that as 7. Ah, I need to I'll chop my house off otherwise, don't I? So I'm just going to guess. Right, 3 3/4. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Get my glue. Oh, crikey. Sounds like Mr. Boyce is dishing out. My glue has dried around my pin. So, watched many of folk make albums, and I tell you I really enjoy watching is Rosa Kelly. She works for a design team on J something supplies, I don't know. It's an American company anyway. I can't buy it from their website, I've tried. Is it JC Creations? I don't know. But I do enjoy watching her, and there's a couple of tips I've taken from her for this album. So I would like to give her a little bit of credit. She's an amazing crafter. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Looks like it's on the wrong. So again, you can tuck some more of these ephemera cards in. Oh, that goes all the way back. So I'm going to pop a couple of those in there. I will sort this out at a later date because we've just got to now attach our front and back covers. Having these gorgeous roses on the back. This album is humongous now. And I might even go and get some lace ribbon, wide lace ribbon from somewhere to add down the spine. So I left this with a really small border all the way around. Oops, very small. I cut this to 7 7/8 by 6 3/8. Oh, it's beautiful. And then our ladies going on the front. Just amazing. I'm just adding plenty of glue. And again, this is 7 7/8 by 6 3/8 because I wanted a small border. And there's another lady I watch, Shelley. Oh, and she's, again, she owns this shop. Can't think what her last name is. And I also watched our beautiful Steph Stoker, which is the FEN cards. She makes beautiful albums. The gorgeous Cinders, who's my dear friend. She makes amazing albums. Oh, you just watch and you pick little tips up, and we need a piece for the spine now. Shall we offset it with these gorgeous butterflies? And I'm going to cut this at 2 7/8 by 7 7/8. So I'm going to roughly give myself an inch over. I'm just going to pull back just a fraction to there. And I'm going to cut this down to 2 7/8 for my spine piece. I think Mr. Boyce is coming to tell me my tea is ready. He's a darling, isn't he? He's making barbecue spare ribs with creamy mashed potato and sweet corn. One of my favourite meals of all. Absolute perfection, look at that. Oh, love it. What I'm going to do, girls, I am going... Oh, it's beautiful. Is she just stunning or what? I'm just going to grab these now. And don't you think that would look beautiful? Hanging over the edge. And then a ribbon attaching the two. Or we could just put them on. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. But I need something to keep this album closed. Just going to see if I can add glue on here. And let's see if it sticks. If it does, that's brilliant. I'm going to roughly keep it in the centre. I have to hold that quite a while, I think. Yeah, it's getting there. I'm just going to help that away with a little bit more glue under there. Where's my pegs? Ooh, let me just grab my pegs. So I'm going to hold that on there. I'm going to grab a bit more glue for that side. And I'm going to hold that in place. I've got a couple more pegs. I'm going to flip this over. And I'm going to have to eyeball this now in the right place. Sorry about the head, but that looks okay. If it doesn't stick, I will get something that will make it stick. Mr. Boyce has probably got something out in the shed that would work, and I'm going to have to put my head in his way again, sorry, because I want to line this up. That looks pretty good. just check that again. Oh, perfect. Perfectly lined up. Love it. So I'm just going to clear some of this desk space. I'll show you what papers I've got left in a moment. I'm going to pick my ephemera cards up because I've just knocked one over. So I have still got my ephemera cards. Where's the other one I just picked up? Sorry. I've got these left. There's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 small. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 10 ephemera cards left. I have gallons and gallons of these cut aparts. I've got all those left. I'm going to add some more on the inside of this album. I have got the strips as well. I have all these stickers left, which I'm going to use some more of because I ordered 2 lots. They're going to go on the inside, some of those. Not all of them, obviously. I have got loads of cardboard cutouts. I'm going to add some of those. So I'm just going to pop these away, because obviously I'm going to do a bit more embellishing off camera, and then I'll do a run through, and then I'll show you the video on how to make it. So papers wise, I have got quite a lot of good sized papers. They will go to make cards. I also have another couple of pieces there, but I've got to find 2 pieces DSP for the inside on one of the things. I have also got a full sheet of this left, and I've got a full sheet of each of those, but they're from the sun-kissed, so they can go back with the sun-kissed. So I've made 2 albums from 17 pieces to card, and is that sticking? Let's have a little flip this over. Oh, it's solid. Oh yes. I need to find some. Oh. I have also got all this as well, which is going to go for cards and other bits. Obviously won't make an album with it. But yeah. So the whole collection cost me, with the card stock as well, about £50. So £25 each album. That is brilliant. So if anyone's interested, let me know, and we can come to some sort of arrangement. And you'll have to pay for P&P, obviously. My ephemera cards, I love the fact that that is on there beautifully. I love that. I'm going to stick another 2 of them in there. Just gorgeous. Oh, a card on the top, wasn't it? Let me just grab. I'm going to cut these at 4 3/4. Yeah, 4 3/4. Or let's try 5 first. At the top of our album. Yeah, 5 inches, perfect. And that is cut. Needs to be I would leave them at, well, that's 8.5. So when you cut your border out of that now, that will stick, I reckon take that down to 8 and cut your border. So let me just mark this at 8. Save me pulling out that big trimmer. There we go. And you'd add your beautiful decorative punch now at the top and slide these into the top of each of your pieces, and I think that's perfect. And you could have because you're going to lose a little bit with your decorative edge, so you want 4 at 5 by 8 and then use your decorative punch. It would just poke out the top enough, and then a little tiny ribbon or something to show the recipient they can pull it out. And it's up to you if you decorate them. I would just leave them plain so people can use them for photo matting. Let me just grab that punch. Wrong one. I tell you what, let's try this one. And then I've got to go then, because I've taken up too much of your times. Perfect. And then just got a little nick there. So that's the only other one I had. So you want 4 of those, 5 by 8, and then go through with your perfect look. Add a strip of washi or something just to show the recipient that there's borders that can be used there as well. The photo, you get loads of pictures in here, and I mean loads and loads and loads. Oops a daisy. I'm just popping things away because I've OCD. I'm just going to grab, I just found a piece of beautiful lace ribbon. If it fits, it's going to be brilliant. Just going to feed that through that hole. Perfect. Feed that so you can see. I've obviously got some more coming when the new catalogue is out. I don't want to put it too tight, but I will add a longer piece of ribbon and then tie that in a bow, obviously. Or you can't, you've got to be able to open it. So I'm just going to tie it off just gently for a minute. Put myself at a crappy little bow in, but I get a bigger piece of material, and that is closed, that beautiful. Oh, I love it. So I'm going to undo that because I don't want to pull that off the back, because I get Mr. Boyce to add some more glue on the back. But there we have it. There is my steampunk graphic 45 mini album. I love it. Beautiful lady. I'm just checking my camera. I'm just going to add some sparkle to her lips. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Oh, love it. make her eyes glisten as well. OMG. Right, I'm going to love and leave you all. I hope you enjoyed. I said we'd do it in 3 and we have. Maybe, yeah, I just had so much fun making it, and I do really enjoy making albums just lately. So I'd love a thumbs up. I love all this metal work. It's beautiful. I might get some lace. I'm just loving it, and I'll add some designer series paper there later. I'll find that page. I add paper on there. Where is that page? There it is. I need to add designer series paper. I'll leave that open on my desk. I'll get that finished. I'll do a little video of a run through showing each bit after I've finished it all completely, and then you'll see that probably before you see me make the album. So I will premiere the videos, so you will see the premiere come up for the run through, and then stay on board, stay there, because 10 minutes later or 5 minutes later, or have a quick time I can get it in closely together, part 1 will run, the following night part 2, the following night part 3. And I'm telling you this because you're going to see something else first. Oh, I'm going to love and leave you all now. Take care, and please give a thumbs up and a share. Press the subscribe button if you like what you see, and if you want to see what I make tomorrow, because I do upload on a daily basis, then please press the little bell. That way you'll be notified of all future videos. So thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.